Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today, Stacey and I shall be discussing The Oval, Season 2, Episode 8, or this should be called Ruthless, the origin story, because only through this show am I getting the deep insights into the Ruthless that I should have been getting in Ruthless. For example, where the hell is the highest and the Rakadushi Empire? Where is it? Apparently Rockwell, Virginia, which is not even a real place. It's actually Rockwell, West Virginia. We have to look up. So I was like, is this even real? Off of Route 122? Now we have some types of insights. And who gave us this key piece of information? Dale, the transplant from the Ruthless, who has been working with Kareem all day, and Kareem don't recognize that this man is gay. I say this doesn't make any damn sense. Sharon, for example, worked with him less than 10 minutes, and he was already like, so what's up with Kareem? I mean, is you gonna get that, or am I gonna get that? Like, clearly Dale gay and interested in Kareem. So I'm very surprised that at no point in Kareem's interaction with him did he not detect something that said, this man's into me, or perhaps he's into men or something. I disagree. I disagree with the idea that he was just totally surprised until the end of the workday. I see your face, Stacey. What are your thoughts? Am I going too far?
Men are generally clueless anyway, so doesn't matter.
I'm offended. They say we can't notice some basic shit.
Yeah, y'all so visual, but y'all notice nothing. I just don't get it.
So let's talk about terminology, shall we? I want to get into the kids. I know I'm not into the new slang and everything, but I didn't realize that gay people are referred to as the kids. I did. When the hell did that? Why? When did that start? Okay, I thought it was just me. Were you familiar with this?
I think I've heard them say like family or whatever, like, oh, he family or whatever. The kids, I'm not sure.
Like, it just seemed weird that Dale was like, are you down with the kids? Like, he and Sharon had to prove she was the kids love me, is how she put it. I was like, I had to put on subtitles. Like, did she say the kids? Like, who the fuck are the kids? And then,
well, if anybody should know, it would be Tyler. So
my bad. You're right. He up on his community. My fault. But then they actually started talking about real kids. So I was even more confused. So then they were like, you do like kids? Are you gonna have your kid? I was like, we talking about gay people, or we talking an actual child? Like, what? Are we talking about gay kids? I mean, let's put this shit together. Like, what are we doing right now? Anyway, I like I was trying to understand the logic. I was trying to understand this conversation where Kareem is like, look here, baby. If you need to, I don't know, get an abortion, I'm with you. Like, I will let you have the money for that because you're not ready to be a mother. So the only options you got is mother or abortion. And her response is, what about adoption? Which obviously, but then he turns around and is like, well, I saw how you were with that cat. So I know how you feel about cute things. What the fuck are we saying? So let's get this straight. So she's okay with aborting her child because she's cool with that. But as soon as the baby's born, it's equal to a cat, and all of a sudden she's like, I can't get rid of something that looks so cute and helpless. What?
Sounds about right.
Okay, does this actually make sense to you? Because it don't make sense to me. Maybe I missed something.
People don't see fetuses as
Cats,
cute little babies,
or even animals,
cute little things. Like, they just look at it as a little lima bean or something. I don't know.
All right. Also, okay. So you think somebody could really think that way? They're like, all right. Okay. I don't know.
There are literally millions and millions of abortions every day. So if it's that easily, you can't think of it as a baby. You're thinking of it as
I mean, that's a different conversation, but like somehow he was like, the fact that you can't get rid of a cat somehow says you such a good parent that you will take care of your
No,
child.
no. They're saying that once she sees a cute little cuddly person,
Thing
she's gonna want to keep it
like a cat.
like a stray cat. Hmm.
This this will give me an opportunity to express something that irritates the fuck out of me is when like people do relate children to animals.
They
Uh,
do, just like people call their animals children. They say
children.
children.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna be judgy. I'm not gonna get into that. I'm gonna let that go. My own issue though is I had a friend of mine who said, David, like, do you want pets? And I said, absolutely not. I don't want no animal in my house. Like, and she really thought. She said, well, David, when you said you didn't want pets, I wondered what kind of father you would be. I was like, what the fuck did you just say? You gonna compare a dog to my child? Like, I was upset that she would say some stupid shit like that to me. That she actually would think that somehow me not wanting an animal running around shitting in my house equal to the fact I would not take care of my own baby. Like, what? Are you are you okay with that comparison? Are you at least familiar with it?
I'm not an animal person, so I would be offended too. But if people like animal people, I guess they feel like it's equivalent. They kiss them in the mouth. They play like to to them. There's no separation. It was something I was watching, and the guy was like, "I would never want a pet because at least with a child, after so long, you don't have to deal with their poop." You know,
I I said the same thing. I absolutely said the same thing. I was like, at some point, I mean, short of like a medical issue, right? Like, at some point, the little thing will grow up to the point it can take care of its own shit. Like, you're not walking your child outside and having them shit on the ground. Like, you don't feed your child in a bowl unless you got a real fucked up parent. Like, they're not the same thing. They'll be like, well, I want a baby. No. Well, can I have a dog? How the fuck do you put? Why don't you get a doll? If you just need something to take care of, like something that can't take care of itself, you just want to hold it and pet it and shit. Like, get a Cabbage Patch or some shit. Like
no, they have those. They have those little realistic dolls.
dolls, right? Like,
The little squishy dolls.
yes. To me, like, if you in your mind, if somehow you go, if I can't have a baby that can carry on my life, my genes can help take care of me, something that is a part of me, I'll just have a pet and it'll be the same thing. I can carry him around
I
and
mean,
take pictures.
it's the companionship, I guess. It's the affection that the pet gives you, the
But when
dependencies.
But when you're in a couple, like, okay, I can understand if you're single, right? To me, like, I can understand if you're single and you're like, I need something to love that loves me, and you can tell yourself that your pet loves you. I can understand that. But if you're in a couple relationship, I'm like, then you have someone to
People
talk
have
to
literally broken up and fought over custody of the
of
pet.
animals. I'm not saying you shouldn't
Yeah.
love your animal. So again, this the specific idea that, like, she can easily, I can see this woman aborting her child, but I know she loves them cats. Just too much. For anyway, let's not think too much because Tyler Perry clearly does not think that much into this show. Um, Once again, Kareem is making his effort to be good to a woman who don't know how to be treated well. Like, that's what Sharon is. Like, she's been abused by Barry so much that she don't know what good looks like. I mean, it's like, so maybe Kareem needs to take a different approach. Like, maybe he should run up in there and choke her out and be like, "Hey, you better not be pregnant with nothing." Like, and then she'd be like, "You know what? This is love. Like, this is what love is when a man is willing to like commit crimes, to deal here with his issues. That's what love. I mean, maybe I don't know. To me, I'm like, Sharon needs to go. She's some therapy. Like, she has PTSD things going on. She don't know what nice looks like, what non-drama looks like.
Mhm.
I would say.
Yeah.
Um,
I somehow have a feeling that Kareem isn't as clean as he portrays himself.
Now she did mention, and we did see her before, that he does have a girlfriend or had a girlfriend. Like, he was in a relationship.
Man, and he had a kid. So what's
Like,
up with that?
I know he had a kid too.
Yeah, he said he had a kid.
Oh, damn. But now all of a sudden he's like, I'm okay with you having somebody else's baby, and we're just gonna ride this out. I'm like, it's always that second child. It's easy how parents can just move on, especially men. They can just move on to the next woman and their kids.
Oh, I had somebody offer me a baby the other day. And I was like, okay, I'm good.
Like, you know what I mean? Like give you semen or like hand you an actual baby.
No, the baby butter.
Oh, yes,
Butter.
that's different.
It's
Like that's
like,
bullshit.
I have a
But it's
kid. I'm like,
no.
no.
That reminds me of the of Being Mary Jane. I was like, it wasn't the fact that she stole her light-skinned ex-boyfriend's semen. Like that was crazy by itself. But when David, and I'm offended that he has my name, when he found out and was like, well, if you wanted a baby, all you had to do was ask. Motherfucker, she didn't ask for a loan. She asked for a child. And he was like, yeah, I'll just bust one in you and just keep it moving because why not?
Men do that. I mean, not
That's
all of y'all, but a lot.
that's some trifling shit.
I've been offered multiple children. I'm like, what is this? Oh, I think you'll be a good mom. So you just gonna leave me with a kid? Like, just
Hey, I did my part. I helped you make it. I mean, I shouldn't have to take care of it too. Shit. I mean, what you want? A husband or something? Like you want a man in your life? I mean, now you asking too much. All right. Anyway, I'm sorry. Let's talk about parenting and the lack thereof. So Hunter and Victoria are sitting at dinner with their mad serial killer son, who's so clearly, Jason has a problem with women, right? Like every woman he's murdered in some way has been tied to his father's humping around because they're dirty and at some point. But then likely he don't see his dad as that. Like he's like, hey dad, you want me to go kill mom too? Like he has a problem with women.
mhm.
Like again, Denise, the whore that had to be murdered because she got peed on. I'm like, well, okay, Tyler Perry, that's a bit much. Uh Grandma, you know what I'm saying, was just in the way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I understand, I guess. But then let me ask you a question. It's interesting how he murdered 3 people, and Victoria's response is, if you do another thing, I'm gonna send you where your sister went. I'm like, literally, who else does he have to kill to be sent away? Like, does he have to commit a terrorist attack? Like, what else does he have to do? He has to get a better job, and then he'll be like, I'm out. Like Gail was like, I'm going to Power Book 2, where I do a respectable role, and I'm out this Tyler Perry bullshit. So just go ahead and write me out. So once this actor that plays Jason finds any other job, he's gonna be like, just send me to grandma's camp because I'm out this shit. This is their starter job. Like Tyler Perry is a black actor's starter job, which you probably don't put on your resume after a few other jobs. Like you're like, let's just move on. I'm sorry, sir. Who did you play? I played the first son who jacked off on my psychiatrist.
I, I've been blocking that out of my memory since last week.
Well, apparently they have too. So I'm like, how is it that neither Victoria nor Donald saw this woman come out covered in nut? Like, I'm trying to understand that. Like, she just goes home and they're like, well, I guess the session went well. I guess she'll be back next week. Like, she's covered in semen. Somebody should have saw that. So, like, that's what the conversation should have been. Jason, why did you bust a nut on your psychiatrist? And then his response would have been, Dad, I learned it from watching you. That's what this scene should have been. And he's like, I should have peed on her too, huh, Dad? Like, they could have had a whole thing. He was like, oh, man, it got real nasty. I'm like, that would have made sense, though. But somehow Victoria's like, Hunter, please apologize to Richard. How about, hey, Richard, how you survive being shot in the chest and still working? Like, let's talk about that. Like, how are you living?
Magic bullets.
Anyway, he living his best life. The president's like, I guess I did what I
So
did.
is Bobby. So is what's his name?
Oh, Hunter, Max, and Bobby. But we'll get to that silliness. Anyway, the dinner scene took way too fucking long. Like, let's just beat this shit up, Tyler. Like, you clearly got nothing to do with this episode, so you just wasting our time with this.
Just turn into the have and have nots.
Oh man, don't say that. Don't say that. But again, I say, Charles is a much better president than fucking Hunter. He's actually making somewhat, he's not even in the White House yet. Like, he's actually making efforts to do something. Oh, at least building a council. Like he's actually appointing people and everything. Oh man, I was like, what is happening? Anyway, they again mentioned that Victoria's mom is dead, yet no mention of father, no mention of funeral. Like, just don't bring the dead woman up anymore, because you just open yourself up to questions, like logical questions. Like, are we going to even address that? Where's your daughter? I mean, at least to be like, make a fake phone call. Like, treat her like Tasha. Like, she goes to the witness protection program. You don't see her again, but every once in a while, Tweak's going to call her, just like, hey, mom, you still alive and around in this universe in case you want to come back because you want to work again. Something. Anyway, Priscilla. So Priscilla, ironically, is trying to get Richard to forgive his wife for having a baby, but she can't forgive her husband for not getting his dick sucked. Let's just say he got his dick. Let's just go there. Let's just say the first lady sucked his dick. You can't get over that. I mean, it ain't like she's pregnant. It ain't no permanent damage. I don't understand that. Like, you need to save your marriage. What about your marriage, Priscilla? No, this motherfucker dead to me. All right, he went around the White House with a right hard dick.
If she wasn't so into Nancy's shenanigans, she could have been having sex with her husband. So he wouldn't be running around with a hard dick.
How about that? How about we get to fucking? How about, like, she goes, you know what, husband, this is what Sam, this is what we need to do. I'm gonna drop your drawers right here in the White House. And then you won't have to have Victoria because you got me. Like,
yeah, he should just drag her into the computer room or wherever Olivia and Fitz used to go.
Oh man, no, on the Oval. I will not forget Olivia Pope taking off her panties in the White House at Fitz's demand. She was like, yes, white daddy. She had some issues. Oh man. Anyway, I digress. Nancy, the irony of a woman who had a baby by another man to tell her husband, I love you enough to wait. He was like, I love you enough to wait. I know you're mad at me, but I love you enough to wait. No, bitch, you don't, or we wouldn't be in this situation. Drop. That's it. That's all you gotta say. Like, no, you don't. Because apparently you're like, man gone, my vagina is here. Let's see what we can do about that. So apparently you can't wait. And what happened to Picky's funeral? Remember, she was running around, begging.
The rest of the money.
I mean, Priscilla cleaned out Sam's bank account, and that boy is still not buried.
He should be.
He's probably rotten by now. This in general. I'm saying, like, the body. There's a clock. There's a clock on a dead body. Like, you got to get it moving, or it's not going to go well. Like, it's not going to look good next time you see him. And what about her crackhead sister? Like what? Like, nothing. And then we're reminded that Richard went all Denzel Washington, fucking equalizer, and whipping the entire hood's ass to save Gail just for her to go get another job in another show. He's like, man, they should just killed her off then. Like,
yes.
At least that would have
got hit by a car when she jumped out of the car. And just splat.
That's when she said, I gotta get out of here. She said, Tyler Perry wants me to do what? He wants my character to jump out of a moving car.
She got out before Jason squirted all on her.
Oh, you knew that was coming. At some point, season 2 finale, she would have woke up with her brother just beating off on top of her bed, and I would have been like, Tyler Perry. Like, she would have been next as a victim. Like, he would have found a reason to kill her, right? Yeah, I'm sorry, but that's where Jason's heading. Like, yeah, he can't be stopped. It just won't stop. Yeah, anyway. At least he's tying shit up. So Priscilla finally goes to look into Laura. Finally. I was like, okay, Tyler Perry, you try to bring this shit together. There's no way she was talking. There's no way. She just moved her head a little bit. What was that, baby? Jean? Is that what you said? Huh? She's dead? What? You, you found her body under the first son's bed? Is that what you said? Oh my God. We need to look into this. I was like, what the? At least they found her though. Let's acknowledge that he didn't forget about her. Good work, Tyler Perry. You know who shouldn't be looking into her? Fucking Victoria. Like, to kill this woman. Because she knows that she's like the only witness to Jason's shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
That should be the conversation that Victoria and Hunter are having right now. Not this stupid back and forth about, I hate you, you got a small dick, and da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, the dick wasn't that small, you got 2 kids, so clearly he knows what to do with it. I mean, what the? Like, why you keep on talking shit? That's what he should have said. My dick was big enough to get you pregnant twice, so hush. I was like, like, Denise loves it. I'm like, hey, at least I can get fucked. How about that, Victoria? When's the last time you got some dick? Oh, that's right. You haven't. That's right. That's why I would have said. That's why I would have said. It's like, I'm getting ass all over this White House. How about you? You can't even get Sam. You were on your knees begging for the penis, and you still couldn't get it. I mean, come on, woman. What does that say about you? What does that say about your appeal that you can't even give it to a man?
Hey, David.
My fault. My fault. Anyway, it's just funny how like Shonda Rhimes and Tyler Perry writes these first ladies who can't get dick. Like, it don't matter your race or your gender. For some reason, these shows always have first ladies that are just not fuckable. Like, it's just interesting.
Yeah, it's always the women in power thing.
I was like, damn. Oh yeah, they were intimidated. Because Millie's black dude, he was intimidated. He was. I was like, oh, you're the first lady. I can't be with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's sad. Sad. See, that's why Hillary Clinton couldn't be president, because she didn't find nobody to fuck her. There would have been no shenanigans. Even Bill was like, nah, I can't do that. I need to go find somebody else. Nah.
I don't think she's interested in penis anyway.
That would have been a whole show by itself. Tyler Perry wouldn't write that though, because lesbians. Speaking of lesbians, why is nobody looking at Yuma's talking to her wife? Why is Richard saying? Why is Sam not trying to address her funeral? Something.
Nobody cares.
Nobody gives a fuck about Max. And Max about let's get back to the first part of this episode, which was completely unnecessary. So we wasted a lot of time of Kyle chasing Lily around the office. He saw her snapping photos of what had to be unclassified but sensitive government documents, and somehow he believes that she was looking for her prenup. What? And then I'm like, okay, so he must be the only other person in this house that he could be terrorizing her like this. No, she has 2 other Secret Service agents outside the house who hear nothing going on inside the house. They even go, what's going on? Hey, Kyle, do you need some help? Is there a problem up here? Nothing. But Bobby and Max, both shot victims, for the record, are like, we're going to come up with a plan before we go in there, right? I mean, we're here to save her, but we're not going to make any effort. We're just going to sit out here and wait and see what happens, because we may get caught. We got to do this right. Do what right? You're not doing any kind of legal action. So what do you need to do right? Like,
what are they doing? I don't know.
They went there to save her. Bobby was like, I got to go save my lady. But I'm going to sit out here until something really, really bad happens, and then I'm going to rush in there, I guess, after the fact.
How long have Lily and Donald been married?
Yeah, I don't know, a couple years, I guess.
They've only had sex 3 times.
I love the fact that Lily was like,
yeah, that's about right.
That's about right. That's about right. Yeah. Again, Kyle's like,
doesn't ring a bell to you.
I was like, yeah, girl, that's why he was tired.
Bobby was able to get it so quick. because she ain't had none in forever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. When you had dick in a while and the man says, "Meet me in the bathroom on the baby changing table," you like, no problem. I was like, that is sad. I mean, I was like, you ain't got toys or nothing. Like what's up? I mean, and then she shot the dude. I mean, I'm like, so.
And then stuck his fingers in her.
Right? Oh, that's right. She was like, "You like that? You like that?" I was like, "What problem she got? We need to get into that."
I mean, she's been so deprived.
I had nobody play with my own holes for a while. Let me play with your holes. My bad. I probably went the wrong direction. Anywho, I'm just like, it took too long. Like Kyle should have choked her out or something. Like, make this scene worth it. Like, I'm gonna get you. No, you're not. I'm gonna get you. No, you're not. Like, what the fuck are we doing? And then like, just lunge at her. Just do something. Like, act like you're doing, and then have her fight. You fight. Like, she fights you off or something. Have a tussle.
The video of the fat cop chasing the chick around the car.
Remember? That dude. Man, that dude was big as shit.
I was like,
damn.
Going nowhere.
Stop. Whew, stop. I mean, she wasn't a spring chicken either. I mean, she was a little chubby too. So I was like, this is hilarious. Like, one of y'all is gonna pass out. One of y'all gonna be too tired. Anyway, that's why she's like, I gotta get this gun because I'm tired. Whew, can't run no more. Anyway, that didn't work out for her. So yeah, this we need to do something, man. We need to speed this shit up. So Richard needs to be, is he on his date? Did he go on his date? No, he didn't. Did he?
Not yet.
Okay, so that's
he was at home cooking for him. He decided to go home and prepare for his date.
How much of a kick in the ass is it that he's wearing his wedding vow suit? That is real fucked up. Like, you might as well divorce this woman. She's like, you haven't worn that suit since we renewed our vows. He's like, yeah, I'm about to go renew this penis into someone else. Like, you remember Frida, right? I'm about to go give it to her in this dress. I'm gonna come home with this. I'm gonna wear this suit, and it will have her juices on it. And I want you to know how it is. Like, he should have went all kinds of this fucked up. That's what he should do. He's like, I gotta clean my body, baby, because another woman's about to be on it. I'm so, what'd you say? You cooking? Or you about to cook something too? We about to heat it up. I'm about to eat her. I need to keep my appetite. I need to keep my belly empty so I can eat Frida all night. What'd you say? What? Anyway. I don't know. Nancy need to get her shit together. Like, you know, she's not the hero in this scene. She's like, no, I'm fighting for my marriage. I'm gonna be strong, a good strong woman. I'm like, no.
You're fighting for your marriage by cooking food
and leaving your child to rot in the morgue. Like, take care of that, and then come back to give your husband time to heal and get over this shit. Let him go out there, give him a hall pass. Let him go out there and fuck Frida and be like, we're even, and let's just move forward.
Or you can just tell him what the hell happened.
Oh no, then they really break up. That's why Barry's like, does he know who you know, right? Like, Richard thinks it's Sam. Even though the age is too far off to me. But I think he thinks it's Sam. Because remember, he said, you've known us since we got together. I think he thinks it's Sam. I think he thinks it's possible. Again, that could explain why Sam is so committed to Barry's freedom and success. Oh, yeah. He got on the Instagram. What the fuck social media post was he trying to make? Was Barry trying to make? What was he putting that? He ain't got no followers. I mean, what are we doing? He like, hello, internet. I'm looking for my daughter. Here's a picture of Ruth before she became the Rakadushi. Yes, she's very attractive. Yes, I'm lucky. But anyway, she has a twin sister. They both hoes, but don't worry about that. Yeah, wait, back it up. In this version, is she a prostitute? Because I'm not. Because Ruth and Ruthless, she was a prostitute, and her sister. Like, they're not going that route in the Oval. Because that has never been mentioned by Barry. And I don't see him just, having a baby with the woman he knows is out there, selling it. Like I just, he don't strike me as that dude. Like,
You think Barry thinks?
no, I'm not saying he's a long range thinker. I'm saying he has wannabe morals, and he will look down upon, a lady that sells
He had
herself.
sex with a woman and got her pregnant, and then found out later she was a hooker. I mean, you never know.
I see your point, but I'd be interested to see that, because I didn't him. I was like, does he like? It's like, what do you think she did for a living? You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's where the money came from. Maybe that was her hooker money, and she don't want to tell him that. Like, we're not really clear on their version of their relationship in this storyline. Again, are we? She's still alive, so Ruth is still alive in this version. Denise is not. So we can see her again. You think so? So Sam says, I'm gonna go talk to the FBI about the Rakadushi. So are we gonna see Mac and Andrew and fucking all of them? Or at least a version of them. Like before he got ass fucked? Like, are we gonna see Andrew? I mean, I'm just saying, like, if that's where Tyler Perry's going with this, like, we're gonna see a slight version of Ruthless in the Oval.
I mean, you would think we would, but I don't know if it's in Tyler's budget.
Yeah, all right. I mean, I don't know how many crossover stars he can afford. But if Sam goes to Mac, when the next few episodes for the season is over, he goes to see Mac, I'm like, ain't this a bitch? I was like, they're really trying to put this together.
Mac was trying to find Leon on Snowfall, so he busy.
He ain't that good of a detective. He's back in 1985. No. Fatback is dead, so he's like, fuck Leon. It's all the same. One black man's just good as another. No, it's not. It's not. But we got to keep that story moving. Let's keep that story moving. Anyway, man, we'll see if Dr. Meadows comes back. Does she come back with a face mask? So because she don't want another splat in the eye. Can she fix Jason? I don't know. Is she gonna be the next victim? Probably. That's what he said. They said, "Do you want to fuck her?" I don't want to fuck her. Like, I'm like, how? He murdered 3 women, Hunter. And he's like, well, I guess, like, what are we doing right now? I was like, I just don't understand. Like Hunter's not fully appreciating the situation. Like, you have a woman hunter and killer right here. Like, he's not okay. He's not okay. And if he see Ellie's gonna end up dead. That's my prediction. Jason's gonna figure out that she's the new one sucking his daddy's dick. She's gonna be a dirty hoe, and then Jason's gonna kill her.
I can see that.
That's what I'm thinking. Before Victoria gets it. She's always whispering. Like, stop whispering. Even when she's mad, she whispering. I don't know why.
Sexy villain voice.
I guess, man. Get on my damn nerve. I'm like, speak up. I can't hear you. Anyway. All right. Anything else? All right, guys. We do like this show. I don't know, for y'all. When the commenters would be like, why they review this show? They're always talking shit about it. Because it's hilarious. Like, you don't take Tyler Perry seriously. That's what you don't do. Like, you walk in going, this is going to be some bullshit. But let's just say where the bullshit goes. All right. And again, this is much, much better than many of the seasons of Scandal. Like, by far. Like those last 3 or 4 seasons, they went to shit. And I'm like, I would have much rather saw this story. Okay. At least the family kids are somewhat involved. I mean, you never really saw like Fitz's kids, even America's Baby. You saw that little motherfucker like 3 times.
I like Teddy on him. He was cute.
When only when necessary. When Millie ran for office, you never saw that little boy. Like, not even Fitz had time to raise his own son. He was like, nah, I'm too busy trying to figure out, what I'm gonna do with Olivia and the other random hoes he was doing. I mean, because he had a whole train that one episode. I was like, what are we doing? Anyway, B613, it all just went to shit. I'm just saying, like Tyler Perry has done a good job of like making a White House type drama where like you actually are somewhat interested in what's going on. Like, Charles has none of this. Like the drama part, he has none. I mean, none of that drama part, because having to have nots, is gone. So like, he's just trying to ride that shit out and just put it to bed. So I'm like, The Oval there's potential there, but it's still Tyler Perry. So this thing's you're just like, that's Tyler. You just gotta accept this bullshit and be like, let's just move forward. Only he would have somebody done in the face. Like that's it. Like only this show and a serial killer movie of The Silence of the Lambs will have that scene and just keep it moving. Like this a Tuesday. Like and oh, that's right. He wiped his nut on his notebook. I was like, what is this? Oh, then Victoria's like, I'm gonna lock my door and hold a sword in case you try to come in there. I'm like, your son knows every crack of this White House. He is the White House ninja. He will show up in her room butt naked with a samurai about to kill his mama. But first, he got to beat off real quick, and then he's gonna kill his mama. There's some Oedipus shit going on, is what I'm trying to say. There's some shit going on here. Okay, he does have a hate sex relationship with his mama. There's something going on there, and that's why he maybe channels his anger towards black women. Because so far he's not killed a non-black woman. I think we're pretty consistent on his murder pattern. So does that say something? I don't know. I mean, Hunter does prefer black women. I mean, he also has a pattern. And I respect that. You know what I'm saying? Once you go black, you know, at least Carmel, at least, you know, you keep it in the community. Anyway, because Fitz didn't. That's what I'm saying. He's an equal opportunity fucker. Anyway, I'll let Fitz go. All right, guys. If you're still watching this video, thank you. I appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, thank you for subscribing to the channel. We're doing very well. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I see that the Tyler Perry stuff is our top viewed stuff. So we appreciate everybody from joining the channel. Yeah. You gotta look at the demographics for some reason. Thank you. Anyway, if you're new, subscribe. And if you're a subscriber, help us build our family. Like, share our videos. We provide a lot of wholesome analysis of this show. Wholesome may be a big word. In-depth vulgarness, is that a thing? Think about that. Anyway, we'll see you next week for this show. We got other things. We got Snowfall coming up. Yeah, y'all are Snowfall fans. You know, people think for some reason I hate Franklin Saint. That's not true. I do not see Franklin Saint. I don't see color. I just see a good man. No, he's not a good man. But anyway, he's a character.
You say you don't see what?
What?
You say you don't see what?
I don't see color. Because I saw them comments, man. Fuck them. Some of them comments were like, why don't you review Seinfeld? I know what you're trying to say, you bitches. You're trying to say, David don't like black folks. Why don't you go watch review them white shows? That's what they're trying to say. They're trying to call me a sellout. It's fine. It's fine. Fuck y'all. If you feel that way. Anyway, I'm not saying that to everybody. I'm just saying, you comment with some bullshit, like go watch a review a white show, you can kiss my ass. All right, because we reviewed Your Honor. That was very white, and we still shitting on that show. Because that's some bullshit in it. And that's what we do. That's what we do. Anyway, yeah. We got to. It is. Huh?
Yeah. So The Undoing, very white.
Oh man, that was super white. All kinds of bullshit. I was like, this is. And then you can see the stereotypes in it. I was like, God damn, like what do we? Oh man, it was so bad. I was like, oh man, this is killing me. It's killing me. And then the ending went to straight shit. I was like, why do they do? Anyway, I'm getting off the track. Thank you. Like Jerry Springer says, take care of yourselves and each other. Don't let your kids watch these videos. If you love pets, hold up. Just to get back to the whole pet thing, I'm not saying you can't love your pets. I understand pet love. That's not my point. I'm not saying that pets cannot be your children or whatever. That's not what I'm saying either. I'm just saying in this particular show, for fucking Kareem to say, hey, abortion, cool, taking care of a kitty cat and the babies, I knew it didn't make no damn sense. It just didn't make any damn sense to me. There you go. All right. Anyway, okay, that's it. Bye.